Alright guys, welcome back to another video covering World of Tanks console update 6.0. And yes, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am logged into the game. This is my garage, these are my tanks, and I have been seeing comments about things that I've been getting wrong. They're not big things, but like little things about repair kits or consumables or equipment that I thought was in the game. It's not anymore. Simple stuff like that. And I've also been keeping up with the dev stream as I was talking about, and I still don't like the update. I still think it was pointless, but if they truly are rolling with it and want this to be the new World of Tanks, they are heading in the right direction to making it playable. I've played a couple battles after each dev stream from this week. I played a few on Thursday. Sorry, not Thursday. I played a few on, when was that? I have the dates. I played some last weekend after the dev stream. Haven't spent any money on the game. I don't know if I plan to do that ever again, or if I will. I don't know. But the game is slowly becoming playable again. Here we go. I played some on the 21st and the 22nd. That's when I played. And I played one battle today so far. So there's some things that have been fixed that I do want to talk about. But this is just jumping back. I really wish they put more effort into this garage compared to the Christmas garage we've had in the past. This is kind of a sorry effort. That's not important. That's just something I wanted to comment on. Aesthetics is an important part of the game for me. So, yeah, that's why I wanted to bring that up. Alright. They fixed the profile thing. It shows a proper kill-death ratio now. That's good. What the fuck is a key card? I do really wish that this is from one of the other days, I'm not sure. I do really wish that they fixed the scoreboard and made it in order. Ooh, or did they? Did they fix it? I think they fixed it. Okay, that was another update they did today. Cool. They did. Never mind, they didn't fix it. The losing team is in XP order, but this one, I'm almost certain, if I remember hearing correctly, is in the order you died. So, I don't know. I wish they would put that in back to the order we had. But they fixed, I don't know what key cards are. Tech tree's still a mess. This still needs to be addressed. And something I really liked from the dev stream the other day. Pain God admitted that their concept for the tech tree looked really cool in testing and in the mock-up, but he admitted that it did not come out very good in the game, and they're going to try and fix it. So they know about the tech tree confusion and that it's not looking good, it doesn't look nice, so they have addressed it and will be tending to it, so that is good news as well. He said especially the premium tech tree is a mess. Which, yeah. Some other big things that I will show you now by playing a game. So, one thing that really annoys me actually before I get into the stuff that's in the game, when you're fitting out a crew with skills, right? These unbalanced skills that you can put on, which they need to fix the balance of these skills. It's ridiculous. But if you accidentally put a skill on your crew that you don't want, right? So let's say I forgot to put 6 cents on my IS-3. That's what happened when I was making my first crew. Instead of just being able to replace a skill with that one skill, I had to respec the entire crew and spend 90 gold instead of the 10 gold that it would usually cost. So Alright guys, this is a voiceover real quick. I'm sorry it cuts there. I was told, I already uploaded this video, but I was told by someone in the comments that you couldn't hear me over the game sound. I checked and they were right, so I'm just going to do a voiceover here. What I was talking about with the skills and everything, yeah, it's annoying. There's no purpose to have it like that. I see it as a money grab with the 90 gold instead of the 10, so they could just fix that. That would be really good. That would be very useful for the game in the future. As well as you can see, red and green are back, which is a great thing. You have the ability to move the minimap to the bottom right, which is good. We like that, although the icons do still need to be rescaled, because on some maps like Himmelsdorf, the smaller ones, the icons are massive on the map and they don't actually provide any real good information for you. But yeah, the red-green is being back is great. It's one of the most requested things that I've seen, because the blue and orange just doesn't work. The way you can do that is you can go into your settings. It's on one of the main settings pages. It is on options, and then under video, red and green. The map, the way you do that, you hold the back button, you hold it down twice, and it'll move it down to the bottom right. One problem is that it doesn't save in game to game. Pain God has talked about that in the dev stream though, and he said that's a bug, and they are going to fix it and make it so it saves match to match. So that is a good thing as well. It is switching to the bottom right, and it'll save that for you unless you want to keep it in the top left. The only thing that I really see a problem with it in the bottom right is now the tank information. Sorry, I got distracted. The information in the top left is very difficult to see. You gotta look really far away from the battle itself to actually see that info. So I'd like to keep that changed. Put it back over the tanks if you can. That's something that would be very helpful. As well as the ammo counter. Put the ammo counter down in the bottom, so that you can see how many of each shells you have at all times. Because right now you can only see how many standard rounds I have loaded. You can't see how many rounds of APCR or high explosive. Excuse me. I know what it is. It's 15 premium rounds, 5 high explosive rounds. I know that because it's my loadout. But you have a new tank, new loadout, you might not remember that. So it is very useful to know how many you have left, especially if you fire a few off, so you know how much ammunition you have left. Yeah, but just put it back over the tanks. It's just a lot easier that way. The chevrons as well. Just put the logos back up there. It was a lot easier to see. Make the map a bit bigger. It appears they fixed the bug, but the last time I had played after the last dev stream, there was an issue with repair kits. The non-reusable ones did not work. They were just broken. When you pressed the button, they wouldn't work. So that appears to be fixed, as I have used my repair kit in this battle already. So yeah, they fixed that. That's good. That was a very bad glitch. As well as something they really need to fix is put the amount of people that are in the cap circle, as you're going to see in just a minute here when they start capping the base. I can't tell how many people are in there. Eventually it gets down to a really fast counter, which tells me there's more than one, probably about 3 in the cap circle. But that's very valuable information. If you're going to go back and defend the base, you know how many enemies you're going to take on, or if you're going to YOLO and kind of suicide to save the game, give your team some extra time to get back. It's useful to know how many tanks you have to reset. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. How many tanks you have to reset in order to do so. Yeah, so just put that information back in the cap circle icon, because that is missing. And like I said, that's vital information. And tell us who killed us. Make in the bottom left, that damage panel with the crew logos and everything, make it so that the emblems are more clear. I know as a 7-year veteran, I can't tell what a lot of those things are down there. Like something's damaged right now on the left of my tank. I don't know what that is. I think it might be a fuel tank, but I can't tell. So make the logos a little more clear, or put text underneath them explaining what it is, so that we know exactly what's damaged. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Yeah, as you can see, the cap indicator I was talking about. I'm sorry about the last one if you did see the last upload, where the sound was just too loud and you couldn't hear me. I apologize for that. So this is the voiceover. I'm pretty sure I covered everything I talked about in the actual live one. Again, sorry for that. But the game is getting better, and I'm going to talk more about that when I go back to live at the end of this battle. So I'll let this battle finish, and then I will give you me from the past talking about it. But yeah, that's the game looks like now. It's not one of my better games. I've been getting more used to the update. The little bit that I am playing it, I've had some 4 or 5K damage games here and there. So the update is getting better. I still see it as a pointless update. There's no reason to do it. But I guess they're trying. I can appreciate them for that. They are trying to fix it. To test their abilities without having to fully revert it, which I think would just be the easier option. But hey, that's not my decision to make. I'm sorry if you guys feel betrayed that I played the game. I wasn't trying to betray anyone. I just wanted to see how the update was doing. I'm definitely not coming back to the game full time yet, or at all. This was more just so I could see what was going on with the game than anything else. Because I have been making videos based on stuff that I've been told or stuff that I've seen without actually playing the game, and that has resulted in some misinformation in the videos, so I wanted to figure it out for myself. Yeah, so this isn't going to be a long one. This is just a simple one. What I like, reusable consumables, good, keep them. I like that you can move the minimap down. One thing is you do have to change it every battle. You have to move it back and forth every battle. I know Pain God said that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be locked down there, so just fix that. And you can save that setting. Red green's back, great, amazing. That is one of the biggest requests that I saw, that aside from revert it, bring red green back. Perfect, that's good. Fix the tech tree like Pain God said they would. Great, that's great news. Make the tanks look a little better if you can. This is the stuff that now I think still needs a little bit of work. Make the tanks a little better. Scoreboard, make it in order of XP, not order of death. Put information back over tanks. Make the minimap just a little bit bigger. Not too much bigger, just a little bit bigger. The damage panel on the bottom left, just make the emblems and logos a little more clear. Excuse me. A little more clear as to what they are than they are right now, because I've been playing for 7 years and I can't tell what the logos are. I'm used to the old ones and I don't know what the new ones are. So if they could just make those more clear, or put text underneath it telling us which one it is, that'd be very useful. As well as just replace the chevrons with the tank logos like it used to be. The chevrons still are impossible to see. If you're looking closely, you can see them if they're far away, but they do blend into the terrain still, even being red. So just put the tank logos back up there. They were fine. Make them a little bigger, or if you want to keep the chevrons, make them bigger. And last but not least, something I noticed. So when I'm in the aiming reticle, right, and I'm aiming at a tank, their outline is white now, and that is, it's hard to see sometimes, especially on a snowy map. When the outline's white, it's hard to see what you're aiming at. So if they could make the outline red again, like it used to be for an enemy and green for an ally, I think that would also be a great thing. Like I said, I'm sorry if you feel betrayed that I played the game. I'm not coming back full time, yet at least. I've been playing a lot of PC recently, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I've got friends on PC, so that's been fun. Other than that, again, thank you guys for the support. I think I'm at 630 subscribers at last check, which is absolutely insane. That's 400 more than I had about a week ago. So thank you guys very much for that. Apart from that, guys, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you don't, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you guys celebrate. I'm just thankful for all you guys, and I appreciate all the support you've been giving me. Like I've been doing, I'm going to keep watching the dev streams, keep talking about them, and updating you guys on information about 6.0. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.